Welcome to the demonstration of specific features for summative ELPAC results in CERS. This video is part of the Introduction to CERS for Test Coordinators and Administrators video series. This video will show specific features in the California Educator Reporting System, or CERS, for summative English Language Proficiency Assessments for California, or ELPAC, results. This demonstration includes how to access results by school and grade, overall, composite, and domain results for individual students, and the ELPAC Composite Score Report. This demonstration uses the CERS Sandbox with the District Admin role selected. There are two ways administrators can access summative assessment results in CERS. The first option for an administrator to view summative ELPAC results is to search by school and grade. In the Search by School section of the homepage, select Sample Elementary School, Grade 1, and the current school year from the drop-down lists. Then select the Search button, which opens the results page. In the Selected Assessment section, the Grade 1 Summative ELPAC is the default assessment, so there is nothing to select or deselect. However, selecting the plus icon displays a complete list of assessments with results available. The Results section has toggle buttons to change the display from a percent to a number, expand or collapse the information displayed, and a button to export the results in CSV. The results are displayed for the selected assessment or assessments, including the assessment name, number of students tested, average scale score, and a distribution of students at each of the levels available for the assessment selected. Each assessment may have additional view options. For the summative ELPAC, results can be viewed at the overall, composite, or domain level. Overall is the default view for group results. When the Show Results expansion link is selected, a table appears with one row per student with individual student results. This is the Results by Student view, which is the default view for all assessments. When viewing overall ELPAC scores, the Results view contains columns for student name, date of test session ID, enrolled grade, school, status, level, and scale score. These column headings change as applicable to the type of assessment options selected. Selecting any one of the column headers sorts the data in that column in ascending order. Selecting the same header again sorts the data in descending order. If a Tools for Teachers button appears, it links to the website Tools for Teachers, which offers formative assessment instructional resources. If a District Resources button appears, it links to instructional resources an administrator has added for teachers. The columns in the Results by Student view change when the Composite or Domain toggle button is selected. When the Composite toggle button is selected, the Performance and Level columns change to Oral Language Level, Oral Language Scale Score, Written Language Level, and Written Language Scale Score. The Group Results also changes to display the distribution for each composite, Oral Language and Written Language. When the Domain toggle button is selected, those columns change to Listening, Speaking, Reading, and Writing to display the level for each domain. The Group Results also changes to display the distribution for each domain, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Students who were exempted or not tested for certain domains will also be displayed. Students with an exempted or not tested domain will still show in the group results at the top for any domain they did take. There is another way for administrators to view results specific to the summative ELPAC, and that is an ELPAC Composite Score Report. Select the Home icon to return to the CERS Sandbox homepage. From here, select the Custom Aggregate Report button in the Administrator Tools section. Then select the ELPAC Composite Score Report button. In the Search a School or District section, the default sample district is already selected, so there is nothing to select here. But in live CERS, the district and/or schools will need to be entered. In the Assessment Attributes section, in Assessment Type, select Summative. For the Subject section, select ELPAC. There is a Composite Scores toggle button that can be selected to choose a specific ELPAC composite area for the report, but for this example, one will not be selected. In the Assessment Grades section, select Grade 1. Next, select the academic year to be included. The current school year is pre-selected, so there is nothing to select here. Validity is only available for summative assessments and can be left as valid, which is pre-selected. Completeness is only available for ELA, Math, and Science, and can be left as complete, which is pre-selected. The next section is the Subgroups and Advanced Filters section with a Customize Subgroups tab. These sections provide options to aggregate the results for 4 specific subgroups of students. This does not filter the data in the report, but organizes it by the subgroup selected. The 4 selectable subgroups are race/ethnicity, English language acquisition status, primary language, or migrant status. Please note that the filters are limited to not include personally identifiable information about students, which can only be shared or redisclosed for specific purposes under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, also called FERPA, and in compliance with federal and California state statutes and regulations. Certain student-level data, such as special education status, foster and homeless status, and free and reduced price meal information, is protected from redisclosure under FERPA and other state and federal student privacy laws. The Advanced Filters section allows for even more specific filters within the 4 subgroups to be selected to narrow down the results that are displayed. The Customize Subgroups tab can be selected to create multiple custom subgroups by selecting any combination of attributes and clicking Create Subgroup. Each custom subgroup represents a row in the report created. For this demonstration, no subgroups, advanced filters, or customized subgroups will be used. Finally, in the Report Review section, the attributes selected for the report being created can be reviewed. In the Report Layout Reference section, there is an example of the report being created, including the columns and rows representing the selections made. It is an example of the layout for reference only. The Create Report button must be selected to create an accurate report. In the Report Name section, enter a name for the report and then select the Create Report button. Once the Create Report button is selected, the claim domain report will be created and a new screen displays with the name of the report. There is an option to create a new query, which returns to the Aggregate Reports page. The row count is displayed, and there is a Show Toggle button that, when selected, displays the selections that were chosen to create the report. The type of assessment and subject are displayed. There is an Export button to download a copy of the report. In the column order section, there are columns for the organization, assessment grade, academic year, alternate score, subgroup, number of students tested, achievement comparison, average scale score, and the number or percent of students at Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, and Level 4. The number of empty rows is displayed, and there is a toggle button to show or hide empty rows. There is also another set of toggle buttons that can be selected to toggle between the percent or number. Selecting any one of the column headers sorts the data in that column in ascending order. Selecting the same header again sorts the data in descending order. In addition to the ELPAC Composite Score Report, there are other custom aggregate reports that can be selected or filtered to provide summative ELPAC results, like the Yearly Report, Longitudinal Report, and the Claim Domain Report. All of these are available through selecting the Custom Aggregate Report button in Administrator Tools. To wrap up, this demonstration accessed the Sandbox using the District Administrator role. This video demonstrated, for summative ELPAC results, how to search results by school and grade, view overall, composite, and domain results for individual students, and create a composite score report for summative ELPAC. To try this on your own, the instructions and the link to the Sandbox are both in the resource guide. This video is about accessing summative ELPAC results in CERS. For more information on accessing general summative assessment data, please watch these videos. The overview of summative assessment results in CERS, and the demonstration of accessing summative assessment results in CERS. Thank you for watching this demonstration of specific features for the summative ELPAC results in CERS. The full video series title list and a link to the resource guide are located in the description of this video.